Hello everyone, this is Saloni Manandhar. Welcome to Teach One presentation for HAP 725 course. The topic of my presentation for week 2 is probability and distribution, and I will be solving question 3 under this topic. We will be solving the following question. We will be creating a histogram of the rate of complications for hip-knee replacement patients at different hospitals using the data we're asked to download. In order to complete the following question, we will be downloading the Hospital Archive zip folder. Here, we'll be using the file named ynj2r877.csv. Let's begin by importing the data set into Python, keeping in mind to load the required libraries, pandas for data analysis, and matplot libraries to create charts, graphs, and visuals. Next, we will filter the data only for the rate of complications for the hip-knee replacement under the Measure ID column. We will now check the data types. We will be using the score column only because the score column is actually the rate. As we can see, score column is listed as object. This means that the column is just a string, but we want to change the column to a float. You usually do this when you have a data where the numbers are stored as strings, but when you read it as pandas, you want to perform math. To do math on a column, it has to be a numeric type. Here, we have changed the score column to a floating column or a numeric value. We then check the data type again to ensure that the score column is now listed as float. Next, we clean up the data to better visualize distributions of data for our histogram. We will use facility name and score columns only. Here, as you can see, there are several NaN or missing values in the dataset. We will drop all NaN or missing values because we do not want to include facility that do not have a score for the complications of hip and knee replacement. Next, we create a new column for the complications rate as our question asks us to create a histogram for the rate of complications for hip and knee replacement. We also find the minimum and maximum value for the complication rate column that we just created. Finally, we can now create a histogram by using the matplot library with automatic bins. Matplot library also lets us use elements such as background or bin colors. In this histogram, we can see the y-axis as frequency of patients at different hospitals. On the x-axis, we have complication rate, and the title of the graph as rate of complications for hip and knee replacement. Thank you, and I hope this presentation was beneficial for your understanding.